Good afternoon. Well, the best darts players in the world are in town, not shopping for Christmas, but hard at work chasing one of the most coveted titles in the game, the Winmau World Masters. Yes, at the Rainbow Suite in London's fashionable West End, they're down to the last 8. And that includes the top 7 seeds. Only one outsider has made it to the quarterfinals. The big guns have already been firing very powerful broadsides. The world number 1, Bob Anderson, the reigning Masters champion, is chasing a unique hat-trick and is showing the form to do it.
180!
And number 2, John Lowe, is as cool and consistent as ever. He's also going for a 3rd Masters success. Eric Bristow's throwing arm is displaying its deadly accuracy once again, and he said last night that he's the nightmare all the other players have to contend with. And the jocular Jockey Wilson is still in the reckoning. He's very happy with his current form and is not afraid to register the enthusiasm and his pleasure. Well, the betting has an interesting twist to it. For the number 3 seed, Eric Bristow is the backers' favourite at 5-2. Bob Anderson is 7-2, then John Lowe at 4s. Jockey Wilson and Peter Everson are preferred at 6-1 to Mike Gregory at 8s. And Ronnie Baxter, the only non-seed, is at 12-1, while Australian Russell Stewart is the outsider of 8 at 16s. And that betting, of course, reflecting the draw for the quarterfinals. Bob Anderson will play Ronnie Baxter. Mike Gregory and Jockey Wilson renew their rivalry. John Lowe draws the Aussie Russell Stewart. And finally, it's Peter Everson who plays the favourite Eric Bristow. Those quarters played over the best of 3 sets, the best of 3 legs in each. And so to the first of the quarterfinals. Bob Anderson, the 41-year-old from Swindon, is clearly the world's number 1, the reigning world champion and defending his title in this one. It's Ronnie Baxter who has the tough task of challenging the top seed, and he'll hope that he can show the form this afternoon that he's been displaying in the United States. Our commentator, Dave Lanning.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. First leg, Ronnie to throw first. Game on.
The only non-seed left in the last 8. Ronnie Baxter from Blackburn, first to the hockey against the reigning champion, Bob Anderson, the Limestone Cowboy, bidding for 3 consecutive wins. First man so to do in this Winmau World Masters.
60.
Same format, best of 3 sets, 3 legs to a set. Finishing on the double, of course, 501.
83. 60.
Baxter is the guy who beat the system in many ways. Hasn't really gained a great deal of recognition
140.
apart from the county circuit in this country, but he's probably doing in America. Anderson remains the world number 1 and a giant worldwide.
60.
Just have a think about some of these titles that Baxter has won. The Reno $10,000 shootout,
131.
Blue Bonnet Classic, Washington Open, the North Illinois Open and the New Orleans Open. Not bad for a former woodworker from Great Harwood near Blackburn.
Ronnie, you require 106.
And 46 now going, and now double 16.
90.
Anderson, one suspect still finding his rhythm.
100. Ronnie, you require 16.
For the first leg, double 8, there's the target. And now double 4.
8 score. Bob, you require 121.
Anderson could just creep in here on 121. Now then, needs treble 18, would have left the ball.
89. Ronnie, you require 8.
And he's had a double already, now double 4 again for Baxter. Can't afford to miss again. Anderson's resting on a double.
Yes!
The message gets through.
Ronnie Baxter. Second leg, Bob to throw first. Game on.
Anderson, who has been troubled by a spinal problem, which he claims has been solved
60.
by a Yugoslav manipulator he attended in Perth, Australia earlier this week. He was in trouble last night, his last 16 match against the Swede Magnus Karras, who really had he hit the doubles,
140.
taken out the number 1 seed. At last night's averages, can we read anything into those? Anderson hit an average of 29.43, 9 tons and 2 180s.
140.
Ronnie Baxter here, who was successful against Irishman Tony O'Neill, 31.02 average, a higher average, 21 tons.
60.
But this game so often a question of bottle rather than statistics.
180!
Definitely is hitting the mark. He's himself a double after what?
43.
Only 12 darts.
Bobby require 40.
Double top to level up the first set. Bob Anderson.
Yes, that's the second leg.
It's almost
Bob Anderson.
an inevitability about that one. He just snaked the dart.
Third leg, Ronnie